18.
Market opens about 0.2 higher, so it's flat to green.
The market's off 100 points from the day's high. The market's not doing very much. We're up about 10 points. Off the highs by quite a bit and off the lows by about 50 odd points.
Flat close on the Sensex Nifty and the mid-cap, underperformance on the Bank Nifty.
Nifty
You're
and
entering CNBC TV 18's Fire Safe Studio, powered by Century Ply. Now with Firewall technology.
Nifty and Sensex end flat with a slight negative bias. Financials drag Nifty Bank, making it fall over 0.5%. Metals, realty and auto stocks also drag.
Metals lose their sheen. The index falls close to 1% on reports that China is expanding steel output to rein in prices. Tata Steel, JSW Steel and SAIL fall over 2.5%.
Auto stocks end mixed after auto sales numbers for the month of May are announced. Bajaj Auto tells CNBC TV 18 that recovery in the mass segment will be slow even as premium sales should bounce back. Escorts 2 points to a pickup in rural demand by end May, suggesting a quick return to normalcy.
PNB Housing Finance ends 20% higher for the second straight day post its fundraising from Carlyle. Veterans say the capital infusion and Aditya Puri's role in the board will help in better risk management.
And the mid-cap index ends flat. Some companies like Magma, Fincorp, Rupa and Narayana Health gain between 5 and 20% on better than expected Q4 results. A negative import list of 108 defense items brings gains for suppliers Hindustan Aeronautics and BEL. Well, those were the top 5 headlines from Dalal Street on a day when the bulls finally paused for breath after 3 days of running hard. Welcome to Markets Today, the show where we will tell you all that happened in those 6 exciting hours of trade in just 5 headlines. I'm Lata Venkatesh, with me my colleague Prashad Nair. Hi, Prashad.
Lata, hi. Flat kind of a day, but it was a big range. I mean, from the high to the low, there was a fair bit of volatility, but by close, there wasn't very much in terms of a change on the day. Let's tell you what's lined up here over the next 30 minutes. We get you 2 big market voices. Rupal Bhansali of Ariel Investments and Rahul Singh of Tata Mutual Fund is who you will hear from as far as market views go. Auto sales numbers came out. We spoke with Bajaj Auto's Rakesh Sharma post announcement of the May sales. We also get you 2 important views on PNB Housing. Sudhin Choksi of CSB Bank and Sriram Kalyanaramanan, former Managing Director of National Housing Bank, on that topic. And finally, CNBC TV 18's Monetary Policy Committee on what to expect from the RBI on Friday. That's coming up in a bit. Well, before we get to the opinion, let's tell you quickly what happened as far as the day's trading action goes. Lata.
Oh, well, actually, we've been riding breathlessly from 14,900 on the 20th of May. It's almost been an incline, one-way street, and especially after last Friday, it's been really a breathtaking rally. And, 3 days in a row, Friday, Monday and Tuesday, we hit fresh all-time highs. So giving back a little, or at least staying flat on Monday, should not count as negative. But why would I worry about this pause today? It is coming at a time when all global markets are in risk-on mode. The Chinese PMI number came in better than expected. Across Europe, you're seeing better data and therefore better performance of stock markets. Europe is a bright paint of green. The Dow futures are in the green. Normally, when there is such a tailwind of global factors, and yesterday we finished with 2,600 crores of FII buying, a near-term high, this performance, flat performance, may be the start of something difficult. We don't know. At the moment, I would have ignored this correction, except that the circumstances in which the correction has come, let us wait and watch. Okay, the things that went against the markets perhaps are a series of GDP downgrades. A lot of people are expecting that India will grow slower this year. Part of it is also because last year's base is now higher than people thought. Last year's GDP number came in a little better than expected. But there are some serious downgrades as well. The April core sector number is a genuine problem, which we cannot ignore. It's, of course, 56% higher than last year, but that's no comparison. Last year, we were all locked up. But if you compare to March, steel output has fallen by 20%, cement by 15%. So that's a bit of a worry that activities which the government did not close down also showed a rather steep fall. Cement and steel would be largely construction related. And therefore, you may want to worry about why the market is falling. Auto sales are mixed. Mass consumption, domestic consumption has done pretty badly, but many companies have made up for it by good export sales. So stock market wise, it should not hurt. So for me, the verdict is let's wait and watch. It may be just another normal consolidation.
And much needed one, maybe. Absolutely, Lata. Let's tell you what happened in terms of sectors and stocks. Sectors first. So gains in government companies, CPSE as a pack will come up, energy and IT. And, there's a fair bit of overlap between these two sectors. Energy and CPSE is a pack. And IT is the one which came up with small gains. What was down, there was PSU, private banks, which were the top losers. Metals as a pack, and the real estate space was lower as well. Losses in steel, as we said, JSW and Tata Steel will come up. ICICI Bank, which was up, big time yesterday, sold off about 2%, a little bit. Asian Paints and Ultratech, the other names which were down. The gains coming through in Adani Ports, ONGC, Bajaj Finance hit a new high. I mean, no particular sort of, new incremental news flow or anything, but there it is at almost 5,800. SBI was up about 1.9%. as well. The losses, this is the broader markets really. Hindustan Copper, Wockhardt, some of these, like for example, Wockhardt has seen a big rally recently. Redington, Tanla, Den Networks, Jamna Auto, Indoco were the ones which sold off on maximum volumes. Market breadth, by the way, was negative. The gains, and a long list here as well. Adani Enterprises, Adani Ports did well, I mentioned that earlier. Narayana Hospitals, which was up almost 16-17%, cooled off a little bit by close, was up 12%. JSW Energy, Rupa did very well. PNB Gills, PNB Housing, UFO Movies. It's a long forgotten name, but last 2 days, yesterday and today, it started to run. Let's see this and whether it's really picking up. Venky's, DFM Foods and Rosary Biotech were the other volume-led gains today. Lata.
Okay, well, some of them have, like for instance, Tanla and Redington. Many of these are companies that have gained a lot in the last few days. So perhaps profit taking is in order. But there are some people who think that the markets have become expensive. Among them is Rupal Bhanshali, the Chief Investment Officer, International and Global Equities at Ariel Investments. We spoke to her earlier in the day and she says that she is not buying Indian equities at the moment. She says Indian markets are richly valued. However, there are counterpoints. Rahul Singh, the CIO equities at Tata Mutual Fund, says that it's heartening to see some kind of credit growth in banks. Although GDP has contracted, he thinks that there are a wide variety of sectors in which you can buy. Listen in.
I'm a contrarian, so I suppose when